Hashtags have given birth to various movements like the revolutionary #MeToo movement and the downright ridiculous like the #Tide Pod Challenge. Thankfully, we now have a challenge that is worth participating in, the #TrashTag Challenge. Not only does this challenge save our world, it also requires everyone to put all hands on deck to correct a problem we started in the first place by telling people to take a picture of a dirty area before cleanup and a picture after the cleanup. Let's take a look at some of the best pictures of those who took part in the #Tag Challenge. The man in this photo is Drisi Younes from Algeria. He's an environmentalist that was tackling the issue of waste pollution in this area. Little did Younes know he would be the spark that lit the #TrashTag movement. In March 2019, Byron Roman posted on Facebook with the photos of Younes. The message was to encourage people to fill in any boredom they may have by restoring an area to its past glory. Since then, the message has reached a global audience. Many people in many different countries are attempting to tackle the issue of waste pollution one step at a time. The contributions that these volunteers have brought have been exceptional. These two men got stuck in during their contribution. The forest was littered with potential hazards to wildlife, but these two animal superheroes came to the rescue by taking it all away. Yi Kaing-u from Myanmar took on the #TrashTag Challenge in his local community. After spotting this mammoth amount of pollution, he put in an incredible effort to clean it up. Pictured with 10 filled bags of trash, the environment is completely different to how it looked previously. Turns out, a lot of the waste that we produce can be easily recycled. On average, 60% of what we throw away in our bins can be recycled and reused. In particular, plastic. Plastic is becoming a topical subject in the news with government plans to tackle the issue in their respective countries. For example, many countries are introducing plastic bag charges or banning disposable plastic altogether. This wonderful man took only 1 hour to make this difference in his community. 1 hour. It takes me that long just to realize I'm awake in the morning. He has shown that a vast improvement can be made in only a short amount of time, even though he seems a little awkward on what to do with his hands as he's photographed. Now for a cleanup mightier and older than the challenge itself. The Manila Bay in Luzon, Philippines was one of the country's most beautiful areas, but also one of its busiest. Many ships would use the bay to transport their assets, so much so that the bay is estimated to contribute to 55% of the Philippines' GDP. This constant use of the bay has severely damaged it. Without a decent method to watch over the area, the pollution got out of hand. It was so bad that in 1999, a group of concerned citizens and law students who were also representing the Manila Bay's oysters and mussels filed a lawsuit against the government to repair the once stunning bay. Almost 10 years later, in 2008, the Supreme Court ordered the government to clean up the bay. In 2019, 5,000 citizens took on the task to clean up the accumulated trash on the Manila Bay. Armed with trash bags and broomsticks, the citizens got to work to bring the bay to its former glory. As the photos show, they did an outstanding job in their efforts. While this is great, the pollution has sadly affected the water itself, as a lot of bacteria and various poisons such as oil from ships and pesticides have been found in the water. However, now that the bay has got people watching over it, the future is looking brighter. In one short week, local volunteers in the Memphis River Parks Partnership turned a neglected park's path into a place that people can walk on without stumbling. Goes to show the positive impact of teamwork and hard work. Ben Baruis isn't letting his disability stop him from the #TrashTag. He turned a thickly covered ground of rubbish into an area people could be more proud of. He's shown the world that anyone can help, even if it's just a little. Have a look at these amazing images showing the transformation of a beach over 3 years. Afroz Shah took on this huge job to tidy up for Sova Beach in New Delhi, India. Shah is an active environmentalist that wanted to remove the mountain of rubbish from the beach. He gathered a group of like-minded individuals from all walks of life to aid him. Altogether, an estimated 1,000 people worked on restoring the beach. Overall, a huge 5.3 million kilograms of rubbish was taken away over the 2.5 kilometer or 1.5 mile area. But removing the rubbish wasn't the only amazing thing this team did. They also cleaned 52 public toilets. I can only imagine the state of those in comparison to the rubbish-filled beach. They also planted 50 coconut trees. Shah has plans to plant 5,000 trees to return the beach to a coconut lagoon like it used to be. Shah's contribution was recognized by the UN as he received a Champion of the Earth award in 2016. The benefits of a cleanup beach go far beyond visual ones. It also helps the wildlife. Recently, there's been a return of turtles to the Versova beach. Hatchlings of the olive ridley turtle species have been popping up on the beach despite the species being labeled as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. Now that the toxic rubbish has been taken away, hopefully these turtles won't become crime-fighting teenage mutants. Volunteers slept on the beach to protect the young turtles from predators. Without wonderful people like this, we would miss out on seeing the glory of former natural beauty spots. Discovery Bay in Hong Kong was another pre-trash tag mission that took their community by storm. Local environmental group DB Green rolled up their sleeves and spruced up the beaches in their area in just one day. A lot of the trash that had covered the beach had washed in from the sea, but now it's back to its former beauty. Lots of people try to climb Everest every year, and this leads to lots of trash, which is now becoming a huge problem. Thankfully now, the government has decided in order to clean up Mount Everest, each member of an expedition must bring back at least 8 kilograms or 18 pounds of garbage, apart from their own trash. Maybe we need more laws like this and not just a social media campaign. What do you think? Africa has some of the worst trash disposal issues. But while most people do nothing about it, Raphael Blankson and his team decided to make a difference in their neighborhood. They live in Yanyano, which is based in Kasawa, Ghana. The group have been cleaning away like this on a regular basis, and they don't have plans to stop until Yanyano isn't being swallowed by trash. This LA river is taking a battering, from the overgrown vegetation to the trash. But some people are using #TrashTag to encourage others to get involved and clean this area, as posted by a Good Samaritan on Reddit who gathered many bags of trash. It's a great use of the hashtag in order to bring some beauty back into public places. The freelance website freelancer.com added in an extra incentive to the #TrashTag mission by getting people to clean trash-infested areas in their community for the chance of winning a substantial prize of $10,000. This isn't a sponsor, it's just a smart campaign. Look at some of the great examples of people who cleaned rubbish-ridden places in their communities. If saving the planet and wildlife wasn't already a big motivation, now you have 10,000 more reasons to get cracking. These 3 sparkling women got stuck in and cleaned up an area in their community. They safely put on gloves and masks in order to fill 11 trash bags. Gloves are of course required when dealing with unknown trash. You could injure yourself on any hidden nasty surprises. The masks are a smart idea too, as bacteria can fester in amongst the trash. Not only that, there may be diapers among that trash, and they're particularly harmful to the environment. In America, it's been calculated that we chuck out 27.4 billion single-use diapers every year. Each of these diapers takes between 250 to 500 years to decompose in our overfilled landfills. This is because these diapers are partly made with plastic. The diapers similarly emit toxic chemicals as they decompose. These chemicals can even cause an allergic reaction if exposed to it regularly. So overall, they're not too wonderful and should be disposed of appropriately. On top of sorting out the mess we've made, lucky participants may even score some free cash. A sort of instant karma, just like this guy did when he took on the #TrashTag challenge. See how many bottles there are among this trash tag before image located in Mexico? Terrible, isn't it? 1 million plastic bottles are bought around the world every minute. Its estimated consumption will increase by 20% without any action. And what's particularly terrible is that of the 50 billion plastic bottles Americans went through in 2016, only 23% were recycled, which is an insane figure. Plastic bottles take at least 450 years to decompose. Sometimes it can take the bottles 1,000 years to decompose. American scientists have calculated that in the short amount of time plastic has been around, we've created 8.3 billion tons. It's an astonishing amount, which is why what these Mexican people are doing to clear up an area near their local town is so great. They took on the #TrashTag challenge and succeeded. very well. In 1972, Osborne Reef was created. The plan was to dispose of tires under the guise of creating an artificial reef. However, that plan did not work out the way they wanted. They disposed of over 700,000 tires to try and create a home for sea life, but it didn't work, causing environmentally damaging side effects. So the tires were just left there until 2001, when action started to be taken. Over the years, many removal tire tasks have been successful. The picture here shows the effort the cleanup crews have gone to in order to correct the bad mistake. Robbie McNeil posted this photo on Twitter. In the photo is his son, Malcolm. They decided to attack the trash along the Potomac River near Washington. Besides from the environmental factors #TrashTag aims to resolve, it also protects the local animals in the area. It reduces our waste from tarnishing their habitats. Animals that are scavenging for something to nibble on may find it more trouble than it's worth. Wildlife can even get their heads stuck in food containers and struggle to get free. This could cause them to starve or dehydrate. Just take a look at this turtle permanently encased by drink can plastic, or this turtle that got a plastic straw stuck up its nose. Sometimes animals even accidentally consume our carelessly tossed trash. This leads to blockages in their intestines. Take this into account next time you think about littering. The photo here was taken pre-#TrashTag in 2014. The organization Surfers Against Sewage set out to clean up the beaches of the United Kingdom. They'd rather surf on the waves in the sea than the waves of trash that litters the British beaches. Under the name Big Spring Beach Clean, 3,500 volunteers removed 25 tons of waste dumped on the preciously beautiful beaches. It's great to finally see a helpful challenge come out of social media. Have any of you rolled up your sleeves and dug into the local trash-infested areas in your community? Will you now consider doing so? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.